Hey guys, so I'm over here and I actually just chatted with the Switch and Go person here at the convention center. We talked about what I've done to my Switch and Go system. I've got the 14-foot, this is I believe the 11-foot system. It's on a 550, Ford F550, and essentially we just talked through all the differences that I have, how I've modified it to be able to take standard rail. So he had some questions. He was a little puzzled at a couple times. I did show him the video from this channel and just kind of walked him through what's been done. He said besides, you know, if I were to get, you know, longer boxes, seemingly everything's, you know, still safe. It's on their older Switch and Go system, so it was, you know, not up to date, of course. It's on an older truck, so go figure. But essentially, just making sure I don't get boxes that are too long. He said basically his boxes are able to go 18 inches past, I believe, the yellow, you know, back of the rails, and so if the 18 feet is past that, so basically for mine, past the pivot point of the back, the real question is how far back could I go before basically the balance of the dumpsters are going to put too much weight on behind the axle. So anyways, I'm going to keep chatting with him a little bit more. We're about to start here on the day number 2 of JunkCon, and hopefully learn a lot. So I was actually in line to get my book signed by Mike Michalowicz. He is the creator of Profit First. He's got a number of other books, I believe 8 total books altogether. And I have been implementing and following Profit First, the Profit First strategy for operating my business. And I just got to actually take a picture with Mike, chatted with him a little bit, told him, hey, I've implemented Profit First about a year or so ago into the business, and it's just kind of transformed my overall thinking of how to operate my business, how to innovate, and how to essentially get paid first to actually be profitable from day one. And so really cool to meet him here on day 2, having him being the keynote speaker for this event. As you could see, there was a pretty long line, and actually it was probably a couple hundred people at least. While we're breaking for lunch here, he's giving away free books as well as actually signing them. So I've got a picture with him, and it's been a journey in this business so far with just doing dumpster rental up until this point, and to be able to meet the guy who really has kind of changed. He doesn't know it, but he has really been a part of my journey, and played a pretty big part in that, because my day-to-day operations of running my business, looking at my bank accounts and seeing what I'm doing, I have basically all of the accounts that he goes through and talks through of how to operate my business. And so kind of strange, maybe it's strange, maybe it's not. I honestly kind of got a little emotional because the difference that he has made, that his strategy, that his I initially read part of the book, and then I bought the audio book, and I listened through it several times so far. But the impact that has made in me, in giving me peace about the business and how I'm operating it, it's just a stress reliever, not a stress inducer of a strategy. And so I just got to tell you, very, very grateful. If nothing else, I've got a bunch of different nuggets that I've learned from today, even from yesterday. I've got a whole bunch of notes that I wrote down, things that I'm going to implement. But to be able to meet the guy who really has played a key factor in my business, and Profit First being the main thing, it's just very encouraging. And I think when it comes to actually coming to a business type of convention, for any type of business, I don't think there's one major thing that's going to tip the scales completely. I think there's a lot of little nuggets, and the more you're actively thinking through your business, the more you're talking through it, and you're being challenged and really being inspired, encouraged, all those things. I think the collective aspect of that is what really sells the whole thing. I think that's what really just drives and pushes things forward, to where you can be more profitable, you can be more efficient, you can innovate, all of those things. So I'm gonna go have some lunch, and then I'll catch you guys later.
So right now I'm at the breakout session, the only session for the second day, and I'm actually at the Get More Jobs, Increase Profits, and Reduce Expenses.
It's a very clean look. It's a logo, takes up the entire side of the truck.
So JunkCon 2022 is now over. I'm over here sitting. It's actually past when the end of the day ended, and I just wanted to I chatted with a bunch of people, and really that was my favorite thing. There was a number of different things that I learned from the first day and now day two. We had the breakout sessions. There was a number of notes that I took for just small applicational things that I can apply to my dumpster rental business, but also breaking into actual junk removal and kind of going down that road, that endeavor. The networking and the conversations that I've had at lunch, at dinner, just in passing, that's probably my number one takeaway was all of the conversations, the questions. There's a lots of like I kind of mentioned before, there's lots of small things that I picked up, and there's not one killer, aha moment that just changes everything. For me, it's a series of just things peppered into each day that I've been here, that I've learned just lots of new ideas and things to be able to upgrade and kind of build the business. But like I said, the networking is the number one thing. That has been just such a blessing to me and encouragement, not just all hype and no content, but deep diving into what has worked for other people, what lessons did they learn from, like the community of people. The very first year, last year, there was, I believe he said, 112 people I'm going to kind of set this camera down a little bit. They said 112 people were here last year when they did JunkCon 2021, and this year 548, I think, altogether. And so the networking and just conversations, people who come to these types of events, these conferences, conventions, whatever, you're there to learn. Like, that's kind of built into the whole idea, but you're also coming with something to give. Being able to have a conversation with another person, maybe in a completely different market, different area, different situation, and swap ideas and talk through things and walk the whole thing out. For me in my area, there's some of the bigger companies that are in junk removal, but there's not that many smaller guys. And so I think I do have an absolute, maybe easier route to break into junk removal in my area than maybe other folks with much larger markets that are pretty saturated with junk removal companies. And so, there's just a number of these ideas being able to swap between owner to owner, other companies here, and everybody has something. That's the beautiful thing about this, is it's the collection of ideas. There's another type of convention I've been to called Idea Day, and it's a completely different topic, but this is essentially what this was. JunkCon, whatever year it is, it's a convention of ideas. And whether that's people who have built their businesses to major numbers, or people who have learned on their own, but they're still on the journey, they're still going down the road, they have learned things, they have something to share, they have something to give, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So if you are a person who needs to grow, and I hope you realize that you do, but you have something you could grow in, many things, but you also have something to share. And that's the thing, everybody who came here most likely had something to share, but they also had something to be able to take home and work on, and not trying to execute 20 different things in their business all at the same time. That's probably not going to work out too well. For me, I do have a laundry list of things that I do want to work on, but I'm going to be taking bite-sized chunks out of one after the other, and not trying to just rapidly revamp my entire business. I'm not going to rock the boat like that. My intention is to just knock off small things and just slowly build it up from there, and keep building, keep growing, making sure that I'm truly meeting my customers' pain points and making things more streamlined, even as a smaller owner. That's not too silly to say. Like, if you build the processes now when you're smaller, when you do grow, and as you do grow, it's going to be that much easier to 10x it, to 100x it, whatever that looks like, to build and to be that efficient with it. So I said it in the part one, or the other video, but I'll say it here again. I'm so very grateful that I came to JunkCon 2022. This was definitely primarily motivated or pushed towards junk removal companies, and that's not me currently, but it will be. That will be a part of my business, and I'm not jumping 1,000,000% into junk removal and just dumping my dumpsters, of course. Right now I would call myself a dumpster rental business, and I'm transitioning to a dumpster rental business that also does junk removal. And I'm going to slowly implement these things to where I can get a handle on these things and learn as I go forward. And I'm good with that. I think it's going to be a productive, profitable decision to go into this. And I don't have the overconfidence that maybe some people have when they leave a convention. They get all hyped up and it's all exciting, and they just lose their mind, and then they get home and they're like, that's not me. What I want to do is get home and take actionable steps to building the business in the direction I see it going. And man, it's been a beautiful experience. It's been a beautiful time. I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. Like I said, the networking thing, that's the highly valuable thing. I've said it in other videos, you know, people in my area, besides literally one dude who actually today he's dropping off dumpsters for me, and I think tomorrow as well he's helping me out. Like, we have a great relationship. I'll do anything I possibly can for him. He would do the same thing for me. He literally is right now. And you know, I have that relationship with him, and he's a buddy, but I don't have that with anybody else locally. And so to come to an event like this is like, I get just fed. I just get encouraged, swapping all the information, sharing, giving, the exchanging of ideas. It's a beautiful thing. It's a special thing to have other people who are willing to share, willing to give, and hopefully you are too. If you ever come to an event like this, whether it's for junk removal or any other type of business, you're willing to give and to share. That's largely why I started this YouTube channel. I think I said that in the other video as well. Like, I wanted to give and share my full experience from day one, literally starting my business, getting my LLC, and going forward. That's what I wanted to do, sharing, you know, on this channel. So I'm grateful to be here, grateful I came. I think it was worth every single penny, all the time that it took to get here. I won't get home until late tomorrow evening. I wish I could have flown out here, you know, tonight, but that is not possible with flights. And so, yeah, another night at the Airbnb. I'll head home and get to work. I'm motivated. I'm excited. I am kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie. I've chatted with a bunch of people. I've listened. I'm absorbing so much information. I really do just want to just chew on all this stuff, especially on the plane ride home, and just really soak it in. And just, man, what a special thing. Again, I'm grateful. I am fully on board with JunkCon 2023, I guess, when and wherever that will be. I don't know if it'll be same place here in Raleigh, North Carolina, or not. Wherever it is, I plan on being here. It was a special thing, special time, and I'm grateful for it. So with all that being said, hopefully you have a great day today. Stay safe, guys, and God bless.